Hola, aquí estamos otra vez. Formal, informal, and nosotros mandatos. Okay, we're going to go through some of these. Even the nosotros mandatos. We use commands to give orders or advice from time to time, and these formal ones, usted commands or the ustedes commands, are used in formal situations. Someone you want to talk to formally. Their conjugation is identical to the present subjunctive forms for usted and ustedes respectively. So conjugate usted, or conjugate a verb in the usted form in the subjunctive, and you got the command. Pretty easy. Conjugate that same verb in the ustedes form in the subjunctive, and then you got the ustedes command. If you want to make it a negative command, you just put the no in front of it in both cases. So let's take a look at this. Tomar is going to be tome, means take. Tomen for ustedes. So tome is take, you take this. Tomen is you all take this, or whatever. No tome, don't take it. No tomen, you all don't take it. As you know, tomar can also mean to drink. So tome would be drink. Tomen, drink you all. No tome, don't drink. No tomen, hey you all, don't drink. Okay. Volver and salir, same thing. We just conjugate these verbs in the usted form of the subjunctive or the ustedes form of the subjunctive, either one, whichever one you're talking about. Vuelva would be return, you. Vuelvan would be return, you all. No vuelva, don't return, you. No vuelvan, don't return, you all. Don't come back. Salir, leave, you, or go out, you. Salgan, ustedes. Why don't you all go out? No salga usted. Don't go out. No salgan ustedes. So we can see these words that are in bold are also basically just conjugated in the subjunctive form of the usted or ustedes persons. That's how we can remember it. That's our little trick. This is how we make the command conjugation. Think subjunctive. The two command conjugation pattern is a little different. And some say a little bit more complex, but not bad. So obviously we're going to be using two commands when we're talking to somebody that we're very familiar with. We also call them familiar commands. So these two commands are familiar commands we use when we want to command somebody that we know well or we're very familiar with them or their situation. Okay? It's very easy in the affirmative commands when we're saying do something. All we do is conjugate the verb in the usted form of the regular present indicative. So viajar in the usted form of the present indicative is viaja. The command also when you're talking to two now, instead of usted, is viaja. Travel, viaja. If we want to form the negative command, we simply conjugate viajar in the to form of the subjunctive and add a no out front. No viajes. Viaja, usted form of the present tense. No viajes, the to form of the subjunctive with the no out front. As you can see, the same thing is going on with empezar. Empieza is the usted form of the present tense. No empieces is the subjunctive form. Empieces, at least the to subjunctive form. And so that is your negative command. Pide and no pidas, same system. There are some familiar commands, two commands that are irregular, but they're only irregular in the affirmative. In the negative, since they conjugate just like subjunctive, they're regular. As long as you conjugate them like the subjunctive. In the negative commands, they're regular, but they're irregular in the affirmative. Decir, and these simply need to be memorized. Decir is D in the to affirmative command. Dilo, say it. Hacer, hazlo, do it. Ir, ve, go, ve. Poner, pon, put it somewhere. Ponlo en la mesa, put it on the table. Salir is sal, leave or go out. Ser is say. Tener, ten. And venir, ven. These are the irregulars in the two commands, but once again, they're only irregular in the affirmative. In the negative commands, they follow the subjunctive form for two, and so they are very normal. Nosotros commands mean let's, kind of like let's go shopping. Compremos, o hagamos las compras. When we talk about nosotros commands, we're saying the Spanish equivalent of let's do something. Nosotros commands are generally identical to the nosotros forms of the present subjunctive. So basically, conjugate any verb in the present subjunctive, and there you already have the nosotros command. Bailar, bailemos. Put a no out front, no bailemos. Notice bailemos is simply the nosotros form of the subjunctive in the present tense. Bailemos. Beber, bebamos. No bebamos. Abrir, abramos. No abramos. Once again, conjugate the subjunctive for conjugate verbs for the nosotros commands, the let's commands, in the subjunctive for the nosotros form. There are a couple of exceptions. Ir and ser. The affirmative command for ir is vamos. A little bit different from its subjunctive form, which is vayamos. Irse is vámonos. The negative is normal, though, because here we have no vayamos, which is the subjunctive form, and ir is no nos vayamos, once again, the subjunctive form. So they're only irregular in the affirmative when they just say vamos or vámonos. So now you have a complete rundown on how to command another person to do your will. Go back over this video recording often every time you want to review with yourself the commands or how to command someone to do something.